Hello and welcome to a special secret hot tub podcast. I'm your special guest host, Lyndsay, and with me today is Mr. Transformers himself, Gab Spence.
Hi, Lyndsay. Thanks for having me.
You're on your very own podcast.
Yeah, it's always nice to get the call. Always nice to meet a fan.
Yeah. Well, Repugnus wouldn't shut up about it.
No, that's true. That's true.
To be fair.
Well, he's still upstairs. He's
in a huff.
He's in a huff.
He's not sleeping, he's in a huff. So we're here to talk about what's been going on over the weekend.
What?
Where did we go? It's all a blur. I can't remember.
It really is. So we had TFNation, Europe's largest Transformers convention.
That's right.
I don't want to. You're the host. You need to be telling people this stuff.
Yeah, but you're
not first.
You're Mr. Transformer.
It's true. It's true. For those that don't know, in 1 week I was interviewed on the BBC News website. Around Transformers and the work that we do for Toy Fu with Mary's Meals at TFNation. So
yep.
I was asked on to do that from Jonathan Geddes, who is a reporter in Scotland. He came down to the event. He's into his Transformers.
I never seen him.
He's lovely. He chatted to us a few times.
I was too busy.
Yeah, oh God, not like me. Not like me at all. But no, we had that interview between him or for the BBC News website, me and Professor Brown.
Yep.
As he likes to be called.
Professor Andy Brown.
Professor Andrew Brown.
Yep.
And yeah, we thought that was that. That's a nice little plug for Toy Fu, for Mary's Meals, for TFNation.
Yep.
And then they messaged me to ask if I would want to be on BBC Radio Scotland on their breakfast show, Good Morning Scotland.
Very, very early breakfast show.
It was 6:55 I was on. Like, I don't think I've seen 6:55 in years. And it was good. It was good fun. Again, we just talked over the same points, really. Did a little phone in. And again, we thought, well, that's a nice plug for Toy Food, for TFN.
That's it. Look forward to the weekend. And
yeah.
Then you got a phone call?
I did, from The 9, which is BBC Scotland, the TV channel's sort of news and information show. And it was going to be on live at 9 o'clock, as the name suggests. And if I wanted to come on and bring some Transformers with me and talk about Transformers, Toy Fu, Mary's Meals, TFNation. And yeah, so we went in. You took me into the BBC.
I drove you, right?
Not bad, eh?
It's all right to get lifted, isn't it?
You stick with me, kid, you'll go places.
Yeah.
I think you were a bit starstruck by the BBC.
It was very weird.
It was odd.
Like going in and having like a pat down.
Yeah.
Then going through like the security doors, going up in the lift, the lassie in the lift, like what was she again? The floor manager?
Like floor manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say that.
Yeah, but she was very lovely. Like we had to be extra quiet because they were filming and they might pick us up, and I was like, I won't be on the telly, will I? This is just, I'm not doing this.
You're here in a purely managerial capacity.
Can I be behind the cameras? And she's like, yeah, okay, we'll show you where to go. And I was like, all right, okay, you can take pictures, and if you want to take some video clips. Oh no, still, she's very nice.
It was nice.
Yeah. And then the big guy filling you up, put your mic on.
Yeah, that was nice. I got the mic pack put on. Yeah, no, they were lovely. And again, I didn't get all my shit in, as they say.
No.
I wanted to talk more about TFN and
Juggermorph.
Ideally, we talk about how Scotland has its own deep connection to Transformers through Juggermorph. But yeah, to no avail. But we got in about how great Nick is, how good Toy Fu is.
Yep.
All the work that's done and raised, how much money we're raising. There was a weird moment where the host was like, so what we'll do is we'll have a augmented reality Transformer in the studio as we come back. And I was like, all right. And I know, and I said to her, I can't wait to see who this augmented reality Transformer is. She goes, I don't know who it is. And I was like, okay. It was so strange. It was the movie Sentinel Prime from, I think, Dark of the Moon. Is it Dark of the Moon?
Oh, I can't remember. It's a Bayformer. So.
Yeah, exactly. They're all a blur to me. But it was such an odd choice, like the Leonard Nimoy Sentinel Prime. I was like, huh.
I never seen that. But then I wasn't watching it off the telly. I was watching it live.
You were in the gallery.
Yeah. Up the stairs.
Oh, do you know, it was nice. And again, I know they want a good, feel-good story because there was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And terrible stuff in the world, as there still is and forever will be.
Oh, yeah.
But like everything, Transformers makes it all a wee bit better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Takes the edge off it.
Good robots.
Yeah, good robots, bad robots.
So that was the Wednesday night. And then Thursday was a free-for-all, trying to get packed, organised, getting Toby off to my sister's.
I think we did all right.
Yeah. And then we had an early night because we were
Yep.
setting off super duper
Say no
early.
more.
Oh, shut it. Yeah, so we were up, left the house at 6 o'clock on Friday morning.
Yep. You bombed it down.
You napped.
I did not. I nodded my head a few times. I feel too guilty about sleeping in the car if you're driving.
Yeah. But that's all right, because in my head I'm going down.
Say
to
no more.
Birmingham. Oh, shut up.
Sorry.
So I'm driving down to Birmingham, so I'm essentially going downhill.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's always the same if I'm working anywhere else as well. I'm going down to that place, so it feels like it goes quicker because I'm going downhill.
I think
For some reason, it probably isn't, but
Well-
it works in my head. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think you'll find that the country goes downhill the further south you go as well. Am I right?
boom, boom.
Am I right? So we got down there. Lyndsay complimented me on my playlist.
It was a very good playlist. There was a lot of the people, a lot of the bands that I like, and a lot of songs. So I was kind of quietly singing into myself.
Yeah, I think it was good. I wanted to do for every Fancy and London Boys song. I wanted in every Celine Dion, Don't You Dare, Ugh, Queen Celine. I did have a few Celine songs. Yeah,
You had a lot of Meatloaf.
I did put on a lot of
There's
Meatloaf.
a lot of Meatloaf.
You like Meatloaf though?
Aye, but not to that extent. When it was one after the other.
Do you know what? You took the words right out of my mouth there.
Here we go.
But it's only because I thought, let's make sure that she's got songs on there that she likes because I love you.
No, thanks very much.
Nothing you want to say back to me?
Thank you.
Fucking unbelievable. So we got to TFNation. We were getting our table. We got our table set up.
Mr. Turnbull let us into the dealer room.
That was nice of him,
That
wasn't
was
it?
very nice of him.
A different setup.
Even signed in.
We had even signed in. He
Don't
should
tell anybody.
technically be fired for that because he broke the rules.
Well, he apparently makes the rules
Oh yeah, he is the law.
that we've been told.
So he says it anyway.
Sorry, Andy.
But yeah. So we got in. There's a new layout. It was a sort of a donut shaped
I like
layout.
the layout.
You did.
I did. I know there was other dealers who weren't too keen on the layout. but,
Controversial.
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. The only thing that at first I was a little perturbed by it was we were right at the back corner, and that's where we're closer to David Kay's table.
Yeah, there was a few times I looked over
And
and it was like, oh, is that queue for Gavin? Oh, no, it's not.
no, it's definitely not for me. No, the queue was for David Kay, and it kind of stopped people from coming to the stall, but it was a bit of a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, you liked the little break in between, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't mind that because it was so hectic on when the Saturday I got to like maybe just after lunchtime. It was unreal how many people there were, and everyone who came to our stall either looking for one of my prints or a badge or the fanzines or the Thunderclash book or anything really. And obviously we had Ben Perry, who's obviously a very popular artist too, who's getting commissions.
Mr. Turnbull stuff as well.
Let's not forget Andy Turnbull did a few sketches. I can't remember what they were.
A couple of books.
Couple of books I think he farted out. But there was always very popular. And I hope he does more. As much as I joke, there were a lot of people asked if Turnbull was going to be continuing with his comic books that he's been doing. And I hope he does.
Yeah.
Because he's been a bit lazy on that front recently.
Well, he's a busy man.
That's what he says.
Yeah, so Saturday morning,
Mm-hmm.
went down for breakfast.
We did.
And
You like a Hilton breakfast?
it was all right.
Do you think it's gone? A lot of people have said it's gone downhill since they renovated.
Well, you missed the omelette station.
I would kill anyone in this room
Well, thanks.
for the omelette station to return.
Oh, well.
I don't think that's a bad thing to say.
Do you have stopped making omelettes, though, in the house?
It's in protest.
Oh, is it? Right,
Silent
okay.
protest.
Right, okay. No more omelettes until the Hilton bring back the omelette
It was
station.
so good though. The wee lassie, she was always there. And by the end of the weekend, she knew that when I came in, she would say, "One with everything, sir?" And I'd go, "Absolutely." And
She probably says that to everybody.
probably, I don't break
That's
the magic.
probably why they stopped it.
I think it's just the amount they were spending on omelettes. But no, I loved it. And it was just so, get a little personal omelette. It's a little bit personal. I don't want to get too much into it. But yeah, I was a little heartbroken. And they haven't replaced it with anything as good.
No.
It's still a good breakfast.
That's all right. Yeah, so after breakfast, where a lot of us would go back into the dealer room, sort of.
You're going to go into this, I can tell where you're going with this.
What did you do?
I went to the opening ceremony.
Before that.
Freshened up a little bit.
Before that.
Look, I don't know where we got this idea from as a society, certainly at TFNation, that one, you shouldn't be tired in the morning, and two, after a big meal, you aren't a little sleepy.
You went for a nap.
I went for a little nap.
You went back up to the room.
A wee 40 minutes.
And went for a nap.
To
the point where when I went into the dealer room, we were like, oh, where's Gav? Where's Gavin? I was like, oh, he's away back to his bed. And the looks.
Do you think that John Bon Jovi is there mucking in with all the people setting up his stage and all that? He'll be in his trailer with
Napping?
Richie Sambora.
Napping?
He's getting on like me. I'm talent. I'm not showing up straight away. You think Nick Roche is not having a wee lie-in?
Nick can have a lie-in if he wants.
Probably.
He's entitled to it.
Yeah, he's earned it, hasn't he?
Man.
He's a family man. One thing I want to mention, obviously we're talking about the Saturday, but I do want to mention on the Friday I went to Matt Marshall's customization panel.
Yes.
What a show.
Was it good?
He is a very good showman. I don't think he gives himself enough credit for that. It was very natural and it was very informative to the point where you go, I think people will either think two things. They will say, that looks interesting, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Or they see the work that goes into it and they say, fuck that, I don't have the patience or the time or the sheer talent to do that. And that's where I fall in. I fall into that category.
Oh, your patience levels dwindled. Your napping time was increased and your patient levels decreased.
I couldn't even wait till you finished that sentence.
I know. I had to look at you.
But no, this is why TRDQ, that's why I did it.
They're done quick.
They're not just quick videos, they are done quick, they are made quick. The opening ceremony. I want to quickly talk about the opening ceremony, Lyndsay.
I missed that though.
How come?
Because I was busy setting up with the Red the Toy Food team.
Grafting.
There's Toby barking at some.
Yeah, so Toby's walking around making noise. This is our second attempt at the podcast because Toby was just actually...
jealous of the fact that we weren't paying attention to him.
Yes. And he was jumping around and squeaking things. And
very spoiled Velcro dog.
Yes. The opening ceremony. Once again, every year, they start the video.
Did you cry?
No, well, it was a new video this year.
Oh.
You know the one that they had before with the Stan Bush song? It's a different one this year. Someone had done remixes of like Transformers music.
Nice.
It was very good.
Yeah.
And again, you think, oh, fucking shut up, Transformers. Everybody here needs to grow up. You know, I'm above all this. And 30 seconds in, I'm thinking to myself, I fucking love Transformers. I love it. See, we just see all this stuff and all the montage of the 40 years of stuff.
Yeah.
And I love all of it. And I'm just like, I can't give, every year I think, I'm getting too old for this. I'm going to give it all up. I'm not going to go to TFN next year. I'm just we're going to do the back garden. That's what we're going to do.
Finally going to get that garden.
Get that garden done. And then you go, nah, it's too good.
Yeah.
Transformers is too good and TFNation's too good. It's exhausting as it is, increasingly so every year as I get older. And certainly as you get older.
Oh, thanks.
I can't imagine not going.
Yeah.
What would they do without you on Toy Fu, you know?
Oh, they'd be fine.
Nah. Professor Brown, as he likes to be called?
No.
Someone shouting on him?
I only just started helping out and...
I think you're going to rise up through the ranks pretty quickly. No? I'm so humble, that's the thing though.
No.
All the best remember, good leaders eat last.
That's true. That's why you always get your dinner first.
Oh, fucking too right. I'm straight in there. Go to Pizza Express for like the 9th time.
Yeah, so the opening ceremony was very good.
It was. I got to do the health and safety briefing again this year.
Nice.
And
I did get to see bits of that while you were working on it, so
yeah,
I wasn't too fussed about missing that.
No, you didn't give a shit about missing that? No, just didn't give a fuck about that? No. It was good though because we got to write stuff. Ed Perry helped me out with some of the writing because he is more knowledgeable and better at that kind of thing than me, as he is with most things.
And we love Ed.
And we do love Ed Perry dearly.
And Ben.
And Ben. Let's not forget Ben.
We do love, because I'm looking at the artwork that I've got on my wall from them.
Yeah, you've got a lot more artwork by them than I do.
Yeah, because it's awesome.
Well, you can't hide money. So the Perrys were fantastic, but the health and safety, we got the voiceover was done by Catherine Cavari, who did the voice of Twitch in Transformers Earthspark. So I got to write for Twitch, essentially.
Nice.
And the health and safety got a few laughs.
Good.
And ultimately informed everyone about how to be safe, which was great.
Yep.
And then I got a little round of applause, and then I left.
Oh, is that when you left?
I left as soon as I got my round of applause, yeah.
As soon as, you got your glad standing.
My bit's done.
Yeah.
Baby got his bottle. I'm away. Away to help out Toy Fu.
Yeah, because as soon as you walk through to the dealer room, you just, the queue.
The queue was
There was a
huge.
queue for the queue for the queue.
And I thought, Gavin,
Yikes.
you need to get in there and muck in. You need to get helping.
Roll those shirts up.
You need
roll
to
those shoulders
exactly
up.
get those hands dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So I set up some animated toys and took forever to do that because I was playing with them, and then went to my tables. Well, everyone else did the hard
I mean,
work.
the stuff, the stock on the Toy Fu stall was amazing.
It's phenomenal.
There was stuff going like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
I like this. And no, don't touch it because, other people want to buy it and they'll get enjoyment out of it. And it's all for the
Never.
kids. It's for the kids. It's for the kids. It's for the kids. Because the Gundam display was right across from Toy Fu.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, I need that and I need that and I need that. Right, I'll go and, will I get it now?
Well, it's less about buying things and more about walking around and going, I'll get that later, or oh, I like that,
Because you came over and you went, you need to come see this.
Oh.
And it was the Arcane Prince, the 3D busts and door plates, and the guy was still setting up.
Yeah, your eyes just lit up.
I just, there was a Frankenstein's monster door plate and there was a Jaws door plate, and I went stick them away because that was the only ones that I had.
And then how many did we end up with? You got Judge Dredd.
I got the Dread bust, you got the King Kong bust.
I did have to get it for the monkey
because I
shelter.
did ask him if he did a Godzilla one, but he has got a Godzilla one, but he didn't bring it with
Why
him.
wouldn't you bring the Godzilla?
Wait, he brought a shit ton of stuff with him.
I know, but there's certain ones that he did bring where I was like, that's weird that you brought that, but you didn't bring Godzilla,
Yeah,
who's fought Transformers.
I know. But, there's always next year, and he did give me a business card, so,
Oh, how generous. Oh, that was the actual 3D printed business card that was like raised up.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That was cool, to
I
be
liked
fair.
that a lot. Yeah, so it was like a mad dash to go and see what there all was, and there was talk of Blockies.
Oh, Blockies that was the talk of the entire show, really, wasn't it?
Did really well.
Blockies were phenomenally successful. So Blockies are like little tiny blind boxed model kits of non-phone transforming Transformers characters. Sort of like little action masters that you build.
Mm-hmm.
And they are phenomenal.
Yeah,
Great fun. They're cheap.
they're like the same size as I was still in my head what they're called again. I'm looking right at them.
Those exosuits.
The exosuits, yeah, they're
I
about the
don't
same.
know, man.
I
Are
think
you
they're
sure?
Aye,
But they feel like actual action figures once you've built them. That's the thing. They don't.
very posable.
Like when you build a Gundam. Well, certainly when I build a Gundam kit and they feel terrible afterwards because I don't do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I have no patience.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't feel like you can play with them like you can with a Transformer. But these do feel very posable and stiff. And yeah, I like them a lot. They're very, very good.
Very cool.
So I bought 12.
I mean, there were people walking away with like the full 4 series.
Yeah, I think Professor
Which
Brown.
I think you kind of went, oh, I should have done that.
I'm a little happy that I didn't. And I also I do wish that I did.
Your patience level would have ran out after the second box.
No, it's just that now that I've got like 12 of them set, I've actually got 14 because Jake and Anna gave me 2.
That's true, yeah.
Which we'll talk about Jake and Anna
Soon.
Probably get a fucking episode out of the entire the stuff that they brought. Very grateful. Blocky stuff. Now that I've got them, I've got 12 sitting there. I think that's enough. Almost.
I built one and I'm kind of going, oh, I could build a few more of them.
I'll probably get another, let's say, box. They're doing big ones.
I've seen that.
So those are quite cool too.
Yeah.
They light up and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think they're going to do very well.
Yeah.
And as Ralph had said, Ralph Burns, the good thing about them is they are fun, they're cheap, they're swappable. You can swap all the parts on them, but you can also,
Why would you do that?
Hmm?
What, swap, put,
Well, the reason is a lot of people were doing it because in the new Skybound comic,
right.
Megatron, Optimus Prime loses his arm
Uh-huh.
and he gets it replaced with Megatron's arm. So he's got Megatron's arm with a big fusion cannon.
Do you think it would be like that episode from Royston Breezy?
All League of Gentlemen,
All the gentleman where the guy gets the ladies.
gets the nun's arm. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I bet you they end up doing something like that.
in the comic.
That's very Megatron, isn't it? Like he kind of takes over through the arm. Very Metal Gear Solid as well. But yeah, I think people want to do that. And Ralph had said, they are still I think they're what, $7.99, which is like £4 cheaper than the cheapest Hasbro Transformer.
All right.
So still, like it's like
Buy two.
Getting into pocket money territory, which is cool.
We do like our pocket money.
We do. Precious little off it these days.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah, I think they're very cool toys and just exactly what people needed. Maybe you don't want to spend all that money on a fucking long haul, but you've got a little version of them and that's enough.
Yeah.
They sold out very quickly as well.
Yep. And the new layout in the dealer room was pretty cool as well.
If you like that kind of thing, certainly.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was because like we were, because Nick had said we'll need to get like a Toy Foo, one of the Toy Foo signs at like up the middle bit on the back table and then one at either side so that people know where we are. Because like last year, because we were right at the doors, it was like a free-for-all as soon as they came in.
It wouldn't be hard to do.
When it opened for the early access on Saturday morning, you kind of seen people coming and they were looking. So they just rushing right in, which again was really good.
You want to give people as few distractions between them and Toy Foo as possible.
Yes.
Get them straight there.
Yeah.
And the good thing is like the event is always so incredibly gracious with the time for Toy Foo as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
In terms of like they promote them at the start,
at
the opening ceremony, they get everyone up on stage at the end, we go over the totals.
Yep.
And like even that like
they do the auction.
And like Dave Wallace was just like so sincere. As he always is, but it was so nice in terms of thanking Nick and the team.
Yeah, because he did. I mean, Dave came over, Grace came over, everybody came over. Patrina came over, Billy came over. They were all like, come up to Nick and how you doing? You doing okay?
Yeah, he's a beloved character. Yeah, he's beloved.
He's like, you call him the angel on earth?
Yes, well, he calls himself that. I don't call him that. No, Nick wouldn't even deign to do something as like that. But yeah, just an absolute gem. Like this, I felt very proud to be part of it.
Yeah.
I know because we're on the TM UK table, I don't always necessarily consider myself as part of the Toy Foo team proper.
Well, we keep saying we're going to get a sign.
Yeah. We're as well changing TM UK just to Toy Foo at this point. Just get rid of it all.
Yeah, just come one thing.
25 years worth of history, just wash that down the drain. We moved on to the Saturday night with ClubCon.
Yep.
That was a bit wild.
Well, we did miss a bit of it.
Yeah, but that's what we've done. That usually what we do is we finish up. Toy Foo start doing more and more work to get the table done ready for Sunday.
Restocking, reshuffling.
Then we usually try and jump out and get something to eat, and in that time we miss most of ClubCon.
Yeah.
So rather than do that this year, Professor Brown, as he likes to be called, likes to set up it's basically he likes to order incorrectly from Pizza Hut.
No.
What?
It wasn't Pizza Hut.
It was Pizza Hut.
It wasn't Pizza Hut.
I thought it was Pizza Hut.
Was it Pizza Hut?
You're unreal.
Well, I can't remember.
Yeah, so that was good because we were able to, one, skip having to go all the way out to Resort World, spend like 2 hours there. Toby, what's up, man? You just want a little bit of attention, dude?
What's his bum rub?
He wants his bum rubbed. Okay, she'll rub his bum. So we had our pizza.
Yep.
And then we went to the ClubCon thing. Again, the auction they had there was
insane. You did well.
I did very well by
Thanks
getting
to Mr. Turnbull.
the cheapest item by far. So I managed in the auction to get myself those Rise of the Beasts animatronic Optimus Primals that were like discounted heavily everywhere. So I managed to pick up a signed copy of that in its box, signed by Ron Perlman.
Isn't this like your third one?
Yeah.
Okay, are you going to keep this one in the box so we don't lose anything?
Yeah, the only reason to have it is the box because it's signed by Ron Perlman. So that's going to just go on the monkey shelf on its own.
Yeah.
And the other two, I don't know where they're going to go. But I only bought the
Toy Foo.
I think. Well, I actually meant to take one of them down for Toy Foo.
Yeah.
Because we'd lost the swords. And I bought another one because it was $14.99 just to get the swords again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, probably a swordless one will appear on Toy Foo. I'll sign it. Like Ron Perlman signed it.
Get a Polaroid of the two years together.
Yeah. But like Matt's customs went for like thousands.
Oh, Matt did really well. Those customs were amazing.
And then he fell asleep. This is why do I get shite for going to sleep in my own hotel room bed, and he doesn't get shite for sleeping?
Because I didn't know he was sitting behind me.
Needs to go to his
I
bed.
didn't see it.
Needs to go to his bed. But yeah, that went so well. And then we had the script reading.
Yep.
We didn't get to see the Matrix test. With Christine Seeley's quiz.
No.
Which is probably for the best because we would have been shite at it.
Yeah, because nobody ever wins the mate.
As they say, it's not about...
I mean, it's not a quiz, it's a test.
Yeah, it's not about getting the answers right. It's about learning about Transformers.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then we had the script reading, which I contributed to.
Yep.
Me, idea by Grace Wallace and Dave Wallace and I wrote it. So-called edits by Andy Turnbull. I don't know. Punch-ups, in quotes. You know, I'm not bitter about it. Yeah, so we had all the voice actors up. We had Greg Berger, we had Catherine Kvari, we had David Kay, and Chris Finney, who was the narrator, who was very good.
He was very good voice.
Yeah, very good.
Very jealous.
Rada kind of voice. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did that story about the Megatron in the 100 Acre Wood for Winnie the Pooh, and he meets Eeyore and Twitch. Animated Optimus Prime was there. And it was good. It was really nice and cool to see things that I'd written being said by these voice actors and ideas that we'd had come to life and how they interpret the lines and say things in ways that you didn't anticipate and make things funny that weren't before. And
yeah. They definitely hit the nail on the head because like when you were coming to me and going, could you go over this with me?
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about this kind of stuff, but I just kind of like winged it.
Yeah.
I was
You
like,
did very well.
Yeah, we did have a laugh about it, didn't we?
Yeah, it was good. You need to go through these things to see how they sound when said by a person. You know, it's not like Star Wars or something where it's like nobody would ever say these things. You know, they've got to sound natural. This is fucking Star Wars, you know what I mean? Grow up. That's what I say.
Really?
Really? Yeah, sure. So after that, because there is so much stuff to talk about. I don't want us to take up a lot of time on this podcast.
Yeah.
But
we did stay for a couple of episodes of More Than Meets the Eye.
Yeah, so they'd done a fantastic job with that. So between Andy Turnbull, Chris Carter, and a few other folks had put together the first 3 episodes of the Transformers cartoon, and they'd fixed animation errors. They had added little extra scenes. The Mapes had found recordings of the original recording that has little deleted scenes and stuff. And it was fantastic. And I would love to see the entire series like that because it improved it by a significant margin.
Yeah.
And it needs it because that show is shite.
Yeah.
It is. The original, the G1 Transformers show is largely shite. I love it, but it's rubbish.
Okay. Not as good as the Rebirth.
No, well, let's not talk about the Rebirth right now.
Somewhere, Andy Turnbull is hearing this and is reciting it as we speak.
Standing up like Michael Keaton, getting the bat signal. But yeah, I think that the Saturday went really, really well. I think after that, we just basically went to bed, really.
Yeah.
Because again, we're old and we've learned our lesson when it comes to...
No more late nights.
Yeah, it really is about treating yourself.
You've got to be, yeah.
Yeah, you have to learn how to... Like, again, this is our 8th year of doing this, and you learn a little bit more every year about how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And go, okay, look, we can't stay up till 5 a.m. We've got to get to our bed at a decent time. Got to have a proper breakfast. Got to have a proper wash. You know, all these things that a lot of other people don't do.
Well.
I'm not just saying in terms of... Do you know what? There weren't many stinkers this year. There weren't a ton.
No.
Everyone was pretty well groomed, and I didn't get too much in that regard. I saw a lot of bum cracks.
Oh, yes.
And I'm not naming names, but I multiple people's multiple butt cracks. I saw one guy who had a butt crack that went all the way up between his shoulder blades. Can you believe that?
Do you think he was just kind of folded himself in?
He did.
Himself?
If he pooped, it would come out. It would look like a hot dog.
Yeah, but...
True. Not my words.
Jeez, oh man.
So Sunday was a little bit less busy.
Yes.
Which was good.
Still busy though.
It was still busy. Oh, I should mention as well, on the Saturday and Sunday at the TM UK table, we had a raffle.
A raffle?
A raffle.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, well, it seemed everybody else did because it was incredible how many people entered. We had thousands of tickets bought. Matt had made these custom Transformers. So we had, the first couple were based on Mantiforce, which was, I wanted all of them, but couldn't enter, so fuck me, I guess.
See previous episodes of Mantiforce?
Yes. If you go into TRDQ, you'll see all of the ones he'd made. But on the Sunday, he'd also then made new ones based on UK legendary foodstuffs.
Yeah, that was very cute.
Can you remember all of them?
There was
A section I like to call "Can you remember all of the legendary UK foodstuff Transformers?"
you done.
Please continue.
So there was an Aunt Bessie one, and the colours of Aunt Bessie's. There was the Jolly Green Giant. Bing. There was the Pepperami one, and that's it.
No, there was 4.
Was there another one? I don't know. It was just
Thank you for playing. Can you name all of the Transformers customs?
But what was the 4th one then?
Captain Birdseye.
Captain. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, yes.
Because Matt was saying that he couldn't like bring fish fingers with him,
Yeah,
and he left it too late to make like a wee box.
which is only fair.
But the good thing about it was Mr. Andy Kiernan from Toy Foo
Yeah,
won one of the raffles.
he did. He won Aunt
and
Bessie.
I got the Aunt Bessie one.
That's good, isn't it? I was very chuffed that someone from the team won one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it went really. Everyone was like on the Saturday. Everyone was okay with just being like, okay, we're going to draw this raffle about 3:30, and then we'll message all the winners.
Yes.
And nobody turned up at 3:30, and we thought, okay, people are just normal.
Yeah.
And then on the Sunday, I think it's because the main prize on Sunday was Matt had made
the Thunderclash.
Kill Switch.
Kill Switch. Sorry.
Which is basically a
Bad Lyndsay.
yeah, no fucking hell. She doesn't. So they'd made a version of Quick Switch in the Decepticon colours that was not released.
Oh.
And it's a very, very coveted item, and I really, really wanted it.
It was very nice.
Yeah. And so we had a crowd round us at 3:30, literally like 30 people.
Because I remember hearing them cheer.
Yeah. Because I was like, right, so we're going to announce this, and they're all standing as I'm doing it, and I'm writing all the names down and stuff, and I'm like, oh, fuck this. Like, stop just staring at me, would you? I get it. They were excited.
You should have made them all sit down.
Well, on the floor?
Yeah.
Like fucking Slipknot or something?
No, like, you getting ready, he's a story.
When I shout, go, get the fuck up. But yeah, so everybody had picked up their stuff, and it was really good.
Yeah.
And between the zines, the zines,
Zines.
and the customs and the raffle stuff,
yeah,
Matt should be very, very proud of the amount that he's managed to raise. Just
definitely. And everybody that contributed to the zine sign.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Because I think it was the biggest so far.
Yeah, it's like 120 something pages, full colour.
And you'd sold out in them all, and Matt's done pre-orders as well.
Yeah, so I'll put a link at the bottom of this if you're on YouTube and in the description and podcast.
Yeah, because I think he's put up past ones as well.
Yeah, so you can get any of the old scenes.
So anyone that anybody's missed.
Yeah, and they're all great, and I've contributed, I think, to all the ones that are up.
Most of them.
So you can rest assured that they're of great quality. But yeah, there was more time to get up and walk around and stuff. I picked up a few bits of art.
Yep.
I picked up 2 pages. Andy Wildman, who is a Transformers art legend, had just pages from his Transformers Armada days.
Just getting rid of them.
Yeah, he was like $10 a pop for like fully like A3 inked sheets.
And then I don't think he understood what he'd done for selling them for like £10.
I don't know, I think he had a ton of them.
And then, it was like, run!
Do you know, as soon as I heard, I was like, I need to go up there. And then Jack Lawrence was doing pencil covers for 50. And I was like, I need to avail myself of 2 of those.
Yes.
So I got like Lost Light 6 with Megatron and the Godzilla like Summer Bash cover.
The Godzilla one's nice.
It's very nice. So we need to figure out ways to
put them on display.
Yeah, we need to frame them. I've got so much stuff that's framed that needs to go up on the walls. There's just not enough wall space. There needs to be some other way. You can put them on the ceiling. Something like that.
I wouldn't put them on the ceiling, no.
I don't know. We need to figure it out. Maybe just rotate them or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll rotate them.
Well, who wouldn't be able to look at them if we rotate them? They'd be upside down,
So that was a Sunday, and then before you knew it, what?
No, we had the closing ceremony.
With the closing ceremony, yeah, because it was like all of a sudden it was like the dealer hall shut. What time is it? Like, my goodness. So it was a scramble to pack up as much Toy Foo stock that was left, plus all the donations we were getting through the weekend.
Yep.
Which was amazing.
The donations boxes, like the famous turkey boxes that we have.
Yes.
That was like packed up. That was my height. It was like
it was like 14, 15 boxes of
huge pile of
not
boxes.
including the stuff that Andy Kiernan already had in the van.
Yes.
From the Friday.
What a legend, by the way.
It was amazing.
He's how good is Andy K at all this stuff?
Yeah, he's really good at sourcing.
Yeah.
like stock, like all those web divers, and
Yeah.
you bought a ton.
I bought 3 big web divers.
You did well.
I'm very happy with them. I'm looking forward to
And he
playing
gave
them.
you like extra special stuff to review.
He did. I did, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I don't know when I'm gonna test it all out first and then do
Yeah.
a thing on it. I picked up that Gaugigar alien, the UFO.
You got the one that was in the box, didn't you?
Yeah, Mike Saunders, the 13th
Yeah.
is his name.
Mm.
I thought I'll get that. Oh yeah, so I didn't really get many Transformers. I got like weird stuff, like
Yeah.
Japanese exclusive stuff and stuff that I'd never seen before, and
Yeah.
like odd stuff that I've always just fancied having a shot of. So, but I was more than compensated on the other side of that by people bringing me things.
People were amazing.
Yeah, I got a lot of cool
A
stuff,
lot of nice stuff.
and people were very, very nice.
Yeah.
Someone came up to me with Ollie, their name was, and they were like, I got you some Animorphs because I know you like Animorphs. And I was like, oh man, no, don't bring me Animorphs. But they're cool as fuck. And I'm like, oh man, Animorphs
There
might
you
actually be all right.
Yeah.
Disgusting as they are.
Mm.
Will we go through the pickups? Because I can talk about mine, you can talk about yours, because you got quite a lot.
Yeah, I did actually this year, aye.
You want to talk about your...
Well, from Toy Foo, because like you get to see all the extra stuff and all that, and Mr. Ralph Burns normally puts Creo right in front of my nose because I'm the only one that'll buy that stuff. But then I love building stuff, so that's why I love Lego so much and the Gundam so much, and just anything I can just generally get my hands on. So I got, well, it wasn't from Toy Foo actually, but I did get a Creo. Oh, it's right there. Hold on. Decepticon Bruticus.
Oh yeah, the Bruticus kit,
I've got
yeah.
the Predaking one. So I'll build him next to the Predaking. But from Toy Foo, I did pick up the Star Wars Transformers. So I got the Darth Vader TIE Fighter and I think it's one of the Stormtroopers.
Like it's like a clone trooper transport or something, isn't it? They're cool. Like, I don't know why... they weren't necessarily well received, but I don't know why they don't do more. It's like they're too big franchises.
Yeah, it just doesn't sell as well.
Maybe not. I think you should give it another try.
Well, so I got some...
You'll buy anything.
Like, obviously, we talked about the arcade prints as well. So the door plates, I got a couple of the dragons, the fidgety dragons.
Yeah, you went to the Gundam sellers right across from Toy Foo.
I can't go past without buying some Gundam.
No.
So I got a fair few of them.
Do you know which ones? Do you want to say which ones you got? Can you tell?
No, it's too dark. I haven't got a light on.
Yeah. You got
But I got 2 Pokemon ones.
Yeah.
And some Gundam, which I'm looking forward to build.
Yeah. No, I think that's...
I'm having a break from the Lego at the moment.
Do you think you'd want to make a video?
I don't know. Maybe you could.
No, I think you could do it.
See.
I think you could do it.
We'll see. I'll probably do like halfway going, I should have taken video or pictures.
Well, we can set that up. That's no problem. If you'd like to see a Gundam-based video by my wife, Lyndsay, you can let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we'll see.
You don't have to do it. God knows if I did everything that these fucking folk told me.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah. So I think I did pretty well. I mean, obviously, I was gifted some really cool stuff from Jake and Anna.
Yeah. Yeah, well, do you want to talk about Jake and Anna right now?
Okay. Well, you know them more than I do.
Yeah, I'd say so. But they're such... The Jake and Anna came over from China last year, and they were just such a positive... They had such a positive effect on the con.
Yeah.
And I was so delighted that they were coming back this year. And last year they brought me a few things. This year they brought a fucking car boots worth of stuff.
Yeah. And they've been sending stuff over. Like they sent Gavin a load of stuff over, and then inside was a bag for me, which was the Monkey King mech. Yeah,
like a big sort of Lego adjacent Monkey King. It's so big.
And it's we're just staring at it right now.
Yeah. We're in Lyndsay's Lego room right now, so we're just having a look. But yeah, they brought you so much stuff. And this year, so you got there was like a Lego cup.
I got a Lego cup. I got a Lego gold keyring. I got Lego minifigures. I got a Lego fried egg. I got a Lego pagoda.
Yep.
I got a Lego Chinese dragon.
I really dug those little minifigs that you can only get in the Lego store in their town. It's like, when are you ever going to get the chance to get something like that?
Yeah, and the other thing that I can't see right now, but it was like a wee Lego, like corner cardboard creation.
Oh yeah.
It's really looking really good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I just want to say, if they are listening to this, thank you so much.
Yeah, they are unbelievable. I didn't even write down the stuff that they brought me because it's going to feed Monkey Mania next year. Monkey Mania is assured for next year because of this. There was like a few things I'll mention, like there was a big...
Oh yeah, they got, well, they said that we have to share this. So it was like a Constructicon monkey mech.
Yeah, it was like a Lego adjacent monkey Optimus Primal movie style.
I'll build it.
You build it.
You can play with it.
I'll put it on the monkey shelf.
Yes.
Excellent. That's what a partnership truly is, everyone, you know? Bit of give and take. But yeah, they brought me so much stuff. And then at the end of it, Jake was like, oh, and there's one more thing. And I was like, oh, cool, like a fun little ending thing. And he was like, here's like a G2 laser Magnus in box.
Yeah.
And I nearly cried. Not because it's a lovely toy as such that I've always wanted, but just the kindness and generosity of them both.
Yeah.
And they're such good people. And outside of, obviously, I like, you know, getting presents and stuff, but they're so nice. And I don't think I think they had a really positive effect on the show this year. Yeah,
like, because they were going, Jake had done badges.
He had made his own like enamel badges with like Megatron and Thunder Clash. He got a few just like everyone I spoke to was like, oh yeah, Jake and Anna, Jake brought me over this, and it would be some like cool wee thing. Like Libby got this little RC thing, and I was just like, what nice folks. And even outside of as I say, the gift giving, just so attentive and nice. And yeah, it's like you don't think you're going to be making many new friends in your 40s, you know?
That's true.
And then, yes, people come along that are so nice that you can't help but be like, oh, fuck, I'll get new pals. Fuck this. But yeah. Like,
you get rid of some old pals.
Yeah, okay, gladly. Gladly.
Bad. That's bad.
But yeah, so thanks to them. But yeah, I'll go through a few things. I don't want to miss many people. If I do miss people, I was thinking I was going to apologise, and I thought, no.
Well, I'll apologise.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Superstar artist Ed Perry.
Yes.
Commissioned for me a 3D printed, huge, heavy, light up Transformers animated Optimus Prime axe. Looks just like it does in the show.
Yep.
When I saw him at the show for the first time, he went, hey, and I went, hey, and I saw he had it, and I went, I'm so fucking jealous of that. That's so cool. And then he went, that's for you. And again, nearly cried because, again, not because it was such a cool item, but it was such a nice thing to do. And yeah, I love that guy so much.
Yeah. If I wasn't on the Toy Foo stall at the weekend, I would be running around with that axe going, ha!
Yeah, yep. Well, thank God you were on the Toy Foo tasting. Do you want a liability claim or something going on?
I know. Oh.
But yeah, that was so. Thank you very much, Ted. That was from Tom, aka the Priminator, who you can find who makes such cool stuff. That was the lad last year who had the big Optimus Primal swords. Yeah. And I was like, how much are they? And I shouldn't have asked because his price was very reasonable, but I'd spent so much money that year that I couldn't afford it anyway. No. Even though the price was reasonable. But yeah, very, very talented, and please check them out. I'll put a link in the description as well. Got the two things from Jack Lawrence. Yep. Andy Wildman stuff as well. I got a smile out of Andy Wildman, which is unprecedented. Yeah. It's almost like getting I just need to get Alex Milne. So I get a smile off that crabbit bastard. No. Oh no, he's a nice guy, but he's very dour. You know, he'll be the first to admit that, you know. Yeah, and we got like Blockies, Web Divers toys, all that other stuff. I got to meet Jim Stafford for the first time as well. He brought all the the Thunder Clash Presents comics for us to sell.
That's the first time you met him?
That was the first time we'd met properly, yeah. I know, it was a bit of a...
Because this was the second book.
This is the second book, yeah. So we did Thunder Clash Goes Bananas last year, and this year we did Thunder Clash Presents Tales from the Multiverse, and we are currently starting work on next year's already.
Interesting.
So I'm not going to give anything away, but it's more or less the same team with a few more really talented folk, which we're very lucky to have. Nice. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing that come to fruition.
Excellent. What else are you doing Sunday? So we went to the closing ceremony.
Went to the closing ceremony. We got to go up on stage. Don't act like you weren't loving it. Remember when you did that whole...
I don't want to go up. All I wanted to do, because did I get photos this year? I didn't use my actual DSLR camera, but I did get some photos.
For our international listeners, photos are photos.
Photographs.
Photographic images. But no, I think you did well.
So I normally like to get a load of photographs.
Yeah. But this year you were busy getting
I was very busy.
recognised for
It
the
was
good work you've done.
amazing.
You should have seen her.
So every single one of us, where there was Nick, Matt, hold on, I will forget somebody. Nick, Matt, Andy Kate, Andy Brown,
Rich,
Matt Dallas, Jen, Ralph's wife, Ralph's very cool wife, Jen.
very patient wife.
Very patient wife, Jen. Tara. Tony. Can't forget dear Tony. I've probably forgotten somebody now.
Yeah, maybe you've forgotten somebody.
I've forgotten. Oh,
Yeah, you were there too. Yeah,
no, I was trying to think of who was at the toy food tables.
Yeah, it was good though. And so we got up on stage, they revealed the amount. There was a little
staggering. Nick was that was amazing.
Always like how it's always written on the back of like a fucking cigarette packet or something.
It's not a cigarette packet. It's like just a little receipt.
I know, but is that better?
It's better than a cigarette packet, yeah.
I don't know. There's a cool factor to the cigarette packet, you know.
No.
But the it went very well. When they announced the number. So when they announced the number, you stepped forward and did a big DX cross chop. Do you want to talk a bit more about that?
I did not.
No?
That's awful. Why would I do that?
You went, "Huh," and then 2 rockets went out in the shape of an X.
Oh, right, okay.
That was good, to be fair.
Were you daydreaming again?
How good would that
be?
Were
you napping on stage?
I felt like napping. I was knackered all the weekend. But it was a good way to end it.
Yeah.
And then it was just really it, wasn't it? We went to Five Guys.
Yeah, we went back, packed everything up, went to Five Guys.
I was promised that I would be invited onto the Triple Takeover podcast. Promised.
Yeah?
Promised I'd be invited on that. Transformers the show. There was another one. So if I don't hear from all of them, they're done.
Did you ask anybody to be on your podcast?
I did. I asked Abby Bulmer. I asked Patrina.
Nice.
So there you go. We're going to be people on the podcast. You're the first non-40-year-old man to be on the podcast.
Just a 40-year-old woman?
Long to be, well, let's be generous with that.
What?
The 40-year-old thing.
Well, I'm in my 40s.
You're in your 40s,
We're the same age.
Yeah, we're in our 40s.
Like, you're older, but only by months.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but Gav and I actually grew up together.
It's true. But don't say that sounds like we were cousins or something.
No, it sounds awful, doesn't it? No, we were at school together and we've been together for, 25 years?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, well, let's say high school. We got together at the end of high school.
Yeah.
Don't want people thinking it's a kind of creepy thing, you know?
That's true.
They always, do you know what, they met when they were in nursery and they just always got on.
I doubt we would have got on.
No, God, no. We barely get on now.
That's very true.
Yeah, I think that's let's not go into it. We could save that for another podcast. How we got into this relationship. We end up being like one of those podcasting couples.
No, this is never going to happen again.
Well, this is brought to you by...
This is your once and only, pal.
Hey, you offered to do it.
I know, me and my big mouth.
I think you've done very well.
Do you think so?
If you want to see Lyndsay on the show again, please put a comment in.
Please don't.
Look, I think you've done very. I think you're better at this stuff than you give yourself credit for. And once you get into the swing of things, you end up a big loudmouth like me.
Oh dear! Oh, heaven forbid I end up like you.
How eloquent I am. How easy this comes to me.
So Sunday, closing ceremony, up on the stage, and then we darted back into the dealer room, get everything sorted, packed away. What really stressed me out, because it takes a lot to stress me out.
It does.
Was that where the TM UK table was in front of the bit of the wall that comes out.
The loading bay door.
The loading bay door. Yep, that's the one.
Which is like a huge door that's like 30 feet long by the same height.
Yeah, so we had to move everything before we could take everything down.
Yeah, because I came back from counting up all the TM UK money in the room, and you were in full retail manager mode. And you were raging, and I was like, "Fuck this! Like, I'm just gonna go
ripping the cages apart."
And I like she's
flinging everything in a case.
You were a heat-seeking missile at that moment, and I thought, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. And that's another good. That's a thing. And if you're in a relationship as long as I've been, is to know when to step back and let someone just get on with it. You know. Mm-hmm. Secret to a long marriage.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, so that was us, and then we headed over, had the Five Guys.
Yep. Came back, went to the little the bar on the lake.
Very cool. Very
It's
nice.
I don't know why. Well, I'm
It's
glad.
very chill.
I'm glad more people don't. I think because
Well,
it's
now you've told them.
yeah, it's because it's a little bit posher than the bar.
Yeah, because
People
you feel
think-
as if I really shouldn't be in here because,
Yeah.
you know, I've got my TRDQ shirt on and
Yeah,
a pair of shorts or a pair of jeans and your trainers. And
I had no top on the entire time.
you just had your Simmet.
Just my vest. I've got my vest on today. I started wearing a vest.
Yeah, he's at that age, folks.
I love it.
You love a vest, don't you?
I love it. It's not because I like being warm or anything. It's just there's a certain comfort in wearing a vest that I'm just enjoying right now.
Just a layer under your shirt.
A little bit. It makes my t-shirt feel like I've got a really quality t-shirt on.
Well, there you go.
This was show has been brought to you by Vests.
Simmets.
Simmets. Yeah, so the podcast is over. Thank
Is that
you
us
for coming
done?
on.
You're not going to talk about Monday coming up the road?
Oh, we can do.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Monday? What do you want to talk about Monday coming back home?
Well, the car was full. We
Yeah.
were, you know, Nick, good old Nick, had asked if we could get a lift back up the road.
Yep.
But unfortunately, we couldn't fit him in.
Well, it was like the times just didn't work out because he still had to go back to Hull and take all the stuff back, and we had to get home early to get Toby.
Yeah.
And then when we loaded the car up, it was actually packed full.
Yeah.
Like we came back with so much more because the web divers are all boxed and they have huge boxes.
Yeah.
And some of the other stuff, the stuff that Jake and Anna had brought, took up a full seat, if not more.
Yeah.
Again, very grateful for it.
Yes.
I said to them, I'm going to send them some Scottish stuff.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
What kind of Scottish stuff do you think we should send? Not to spoil it.
I don't know. What would...
Sort of a hard-nosed
I'll
outlook on life.
I'll go shopping on Sunday on my day off and have a look.
We'll get some proper Scottish crap.
Yeah.
Real Scottish rubbish.
No, not Scottish. Well, I don't know. I'll have a look.
Yeah, what do you think? Because a lot of the foodstuffs are perishable, obviously, and you can't really send them in the mail.
Yeah, I mean, a tea cake would get squished.
Yeah, a domino cake wouldn't go over well.
Oh, could go domino cake.
But anything any foodstuffs that we wanted, we could take down with us.
That's true.
You know, that's not going to be a problem. Hopefully, it'll be there next year. Jake had said he wanted to do something for the TMUK table,
Which would be very, very cool.
it would be very cool. Like he'd done, like the badges are awesome, the t-shirts are
The
great.
t-shirts were really nice.
Do you know what was nice?
Mm.
That every time he handed one to someone, he would say, "And I designed and made these. My wife is making me say that because I don't usually promote myself enough."
Well,
And she was like, "Yes, he did. He made them all himself." And I was like, "That's so, you know, you have to have someone in your corner sometimes with these things."
Yes.
And it was very nice to see. I thought it would be nice, you know. Must be nice.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Must be nice to have somebody on.
And then
Back
we
in
got up the road.
Mm-hmm. For our international listeners, up the road means home.
We drove home.
We drove home.
Was it the same playlist? Did you do a different playlist?
On the way home, we listened to... I wanted to listen to The Exorcist on audiobook, but you weren't up for that.
I wasn't up for... I wanted something fun and, like, funny.
So we put on some Danzig. And then we listened to Athletico Mints. We listened to an episode of that. Was that your first episode of Athletico Mints?
No, I've listened to that before.
Okay.
Plus, I've read, like, the audiobooks.
The Bob Mortimer ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like Bob Mortimer.
He is funny. He's a funny guy. I like the going fishing.
Yeah, they're very good. Yeah, I think on the way back up, we listened to mostly the same stuff, but we did pepper in a few little bits of rock. So what's your favourite thing to put on a playlist? If I was like, you can get one song on the playlist, what do you think it would be?
Jings, I don't know. It changes all the time with what songs I listen to.
I suppose, yeah, that's true.
I mean,
it'll be Rammstein.
Rammstein, Misfits,
Yeah.
Metallica.
Well,
Jings.
Metallica's a bit of a fucking redneck, is it not?
Not the early stuff.
No.
Shut your face. Humph.
That's a bit
I mean,
of a fucking
you know,
redneck.
I get into some kind of country rock with the Brothers Osborne.
Yeah.
That I'm getting a slagging for off of certain people.
Hey, I'm all behind it. Like I think it's good to expand your horizons a little bit, you know.
But yeah, so we made it up the road. We stopped for diesel and then stopped for a bite to eat.
We stopped at Gretna and I saw a guy. You see that guy spit on that woman's car?
That was insane.
This person cut off someone else.
Rage.
Yeah, spat on. Then the woman got out and wiped off the thing off her window.
And-
yeah, threw her water bottle at
Yeah.
him. But she was like, "That's going to the police." He's like, "I don't give a fuck." Like, I hate Gretna services.
Yeah, I know. I was like, just stop looking. We'll get in, we'll get out. And that's us. Made it up the roads, got unpacked. And then Toby came home as if to say, oh, I don't want to come home.
He came, yeah, it's because he is in company. See, if you leave him alone for a while, then he's excited to see you.
Well,
But
if you leave him at my sister's.
Yeah, we hadn't seen him in 4 days, and he came home as if he'd just been upstairs having a nap. He came home like, oh, hi.
Oh, hey, am I going back to Kirsty's?
I want you to feed me sausages.
An egg.
And, of course, let's not forget egg.
And chicken.
Egg. But, yeah, I think that TFNation this year was a resounding success.
Yes.
It renewed my faith in the whole thing,
Yes.
if not humanity.
Well.
A little bit. I think, again, it's you forget. You do. It's easy to forget how good it is. Even in the moment, sometimes it can be easy to forget how much you're actually enjoying it. There's times when you're just super tired. Like, I was raging when Tony came up and said, I heard the hall's open until 5.
Well, did he say that to you?
Instead of 4. And I went, it fucking better not be, because I am ready for it to be closed now.
I was really surprised it shut at 4.
Yeah, me too. Chris McFeely was there at the time, and he was like, I think it should be open from 9 until 5. And I was like, fuck off. No, it shouldn't. If anything, it should be open less time.
No.
But I think that, yeah, that's an elegant sufficiency. That's enough time. The only other thing that I was mildly tempted by this throughout the weekend, I was tempted by a lot of toys.
Yeah.
But there was that big Gatling gun. I don't know if you've ever seen this.
I don't think I've seen that.
So I got this, remember the sniper rifle I got a couple of years ago? Like King of Sniper, which is a life-size sniper rifle.
One that you will never transform again?
No, I think it broke as well.
Oh dear.
But they've done a Gatling gun version, which is the size of a human-sized Gatling gun. And it's huge and heavy, and you pull the thing back and all the barrels rotate and it turns into a robot, and it's cool. But again, where do you put something like that?
They do a Nerf version of the Gatling gun, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
That would be cool to have. Maybe I should get back into my Nerf.
It's Nerf or nothing in this house.
Yeah, that's very true.
But yeah, I think I had a blast at TFN this year.
Good.
Did you?
Yeah, I had fun.
You had fun?
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yeah, it just feels as if it's all went back in a blur.
It did. Aye, it's so quick.
Yeah.
Like you look forward to it for months, and then it's over in a flash. You just got to make sure to, learn to acknowledge it when you're there. You got to be present in the moment. Am I right?
Who are you?
My name is Dan Stevenson. I'm a writer and a professional orator from Nottingham. If you can't make yourself laugh, what's the fucking point?
Well, yeah, okay. I'll let you off with that one.
I make myself laugh all the time.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so TFN was a blast.
Do you have a sign-off?
Thank you so much to Billy, Dave, Andy, all the crew, all the volunteers, all the traders, all the artists at the Forge.
Yep.
All the attendees, all the guests. I mean, it's an amazing,
Well, it's a fantastic
convention that everybody just adores and loves. And we've got friends who have made throughout the years that
for life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where I'd be without it, and I think, any misgivings I had about, maybe we're done with it. Nah. You heard it. I mean, we've got it on record now. So if you turn around and go next year, going, maybe we really shouldn't bother, I will play this back, and I will probably smash this laptop on your head. Well, these things are always good to have, aren't they? That's my work laptop. But I think it's nice to have these little reminders in your life that because it can be easy for you to just go, I'm not in the mood for it. But when you're there, you just go, shut the fuck up, you're having a great time.
Yeah, and it does go back dead quickly. It's just like, can't believe we're here and it's Friday, and then next thing it's Monday. Yeah,
I'll see you next year. What's your sign off for the show?
I
haven't got a sign off for the podcast yet, so it's...
neither do I. I mean, this is the first time I've ever done this before.
I thought you would have come more prepared with a sign off.
You never gave me any outlines.
Because you said
it's
you wanted...
fault.
You said, I want to host the show. If you want more of this podcast, you can find it on YouTube. If you want to support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/TRDQ, where you'll get access to videos early, as well as exclusive videos every week, if I can remember to upload them. I fucked it up this week. It was meant to go out on Friday of TFN, and just like a blank video went up. I was like, no, but hey, it's only money, isn't it, folks?
Yeah.
So I'll put that up.
Just a hobby.
I'll put that up tomorrow. I'm trying to think. Someone's sent a few belters of sign-offs, and I can't remember any of them right now. Someone said like transform and fuck off. And I was like, I can't use that, but it'd be very on
You
brand.
just did.
I'm not using that as the sign-off, you know.
That's shocking.
That is shocking, actually, now you think about it. If I was to think about it, that's shocking.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks very much for listening, folks.
Yeah, thanks for staying this long if you have.
Oh, because once I've edited all this down, it'll be 15 minutes. So
Oh, well, that's not so bad then. I'll never listen to this ever again, by the way.
well,
you know that, don't you?